All right. Hi, Tara and Rebecca.
Hi, Kate.
Thanks for taking the time to talk with us today. So let's just talk a little bit about how the 200-hour training went for you two. So tell me, how did you decide on Three Sisters? What made you choose our program?
Sure. So early last year, I guess, pre-COVID, I was toying with the idea of taking a yoga teacher training just because I was really getting into yoga and I really wanted to just kind of learn the basics, the foundations. I wanted to see if it was something I wanted to do, if I wanted to be a yoga teacher. I just wanted to deepen my practice and see kind of where that would go. So I did some research on different yoga studios, and I really kind of was feeling the vibe and energy that Three Sisters was kind of giving out, just based on the material that I was reading. And I signed up, and then COVID happened, and Tara wasn't originally supposed to sign up because she was working full time and she just wasn't able to do it. And yeah, I
I
guess
hopped on board.
she hopped on board.
So she did all the research. I'd been practicing yoga for a long time, especially hot yoga, but I didn't have that 200-hour foundation. And when COVID happened and I had all this free time on my hand, I kind of was like, hey, I'm gonna jump in with you, give us something to do together. And I'm really glad that I did now, because I feel stronger in that foundation that will apply to all yoga practices now.
Right. And we were in the first class that was completely Zoom.
Mhm.
So I think it was really beneficial that we were a pair in the program because we were really able to do our homework together, kind of like have that extra body in the space to work with. So that was fun.
That worked out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you were newly engaged when we started the program too, right?
And we're still engaged.
We're still engaged, but now it's old.
Right.
that's
COVID happened
exciting.
and we're just
We still like each other.
Good. You stood that. That's a big test. Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
So now on the other side of it, now that you guys are all finished with the program, what were your expectations going in? And then how do you feel now that you've had the experience?
I don't know. It was going in, I guess I was probably a little concerned about doing it over Zoom. Like, what is this going to be like? I'm a person who really likes hands-on. Like, you can come up to me, you can move my body, touch me. Um, and so doing it through Zoom, I was like, oh, am I going to get everything out of it that I would get in a class? And after doing it, I'm like, absolutely. it's it's like you get all of the foundation that you would get in a class, but then you're learning on this medium too that we're all a part of now. And so we have this like double training
Right.
going on. And with you guys, it was really easy to follow because the language that you use is very specific. And the anatomical corrections that you gave over Zoom, like we could do that. Like, even though you weren't there touching us, like, we knew what to do. So yeah, I went from thinking, oh, what's this going to be like over a computer? Like, how can this work? To being like, this absolutely works.
Right. Because this way of teaching is not going anywhere, obviously. I think that, more and more teachers are going to use Zoom. And so it was really beneficial to be able to see, okay, well, right is left and left is right. And this is how you're supposed to view a body over a screen. So like, I'm very visual. So seeing the adjustments over the screen really helped. And like at a very close up angle, it worked well for me. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's definitely not going anywhere. It's a whole new skill set. So yeah, it was useful for us to have you guys be so game and on board to help us as we kind of figured it out too. So it's validating. It's reassuring to hear that you feel that way at the end of it. Good. Awesome. So then if you were to talk to somebody who is considering taking the program, someone who's just thinking about Three Sisters, what advice would you have for them?
Definitely take the sample class that you offer, and to reach out to any former students about their experience.
And I think going in, it worked. We were at my parents' house and we had like a designated space like every day that we went back to. And I think that is really beneficial, having that space set up. That's your yoga space every day going back to. So you're not running around in the morning like, where are my blocks? Where's my mat? Like, Um, like, and also just kind of go with it. Like, you're gonna have problems with Zoom sometimes. Like, the internet's gonna go out. We had bad weather one day. Just kind of be kind to yourself going into.
Yeah.
I don't like technology. Like, I'm like, oh, you go ahead and set up the Zoom, but yeah, just like be kind to yourself in regards to the technology aspect of it, and yeah, that's
Yeah.
kind of my
That's good advice for anybody, whether they're thinking about doing teacher training or not. Yeah.
advice.
Awesome. Is there anything else that I didn't cover? Any other thoughts that you have?
It was really good, like during this time of COVID, to have this, and to go into this sort of safe space where everyone's dealing with something, the same thing in different ways, or
Yeah.
we're all in the same boat, but like a different storm or whatever. But also like-minded people that, like, we're all here for a reason, whether it to be teachers or just to better our own practice. And that felt really good to come into every day with all the other, chaos that was going on. And also it was great that everyone was so different, from different backgrounds, like what level they were on, and like just life backgrounds and different jobs. And it was just really cool that everyone got along. Everyone, like, it was awesome.
Right. Yeah. It's definitely intimate, and it was a great place to come back to every day to kind of to ground me, especially during COVID. And we're in the entertainment business, so our jobs were up in the air, and it was a really nice kind of community to be a part of during COVID.
And to still have that community, like
Right.
to feel it's still available.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. Beautiful. All right. Thank you so much. Thanks for your time. Thanks for being a part of our community. Now I shall stop the recording. Okay.